morning, guys. So today is day 3? Yeah, day 3 of Spookathon, and last night I put up a poll on Twitter to find out what the next book I should read is. The choices were Not Even Bones by Rebecca Schaeffer and The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I haven't looked at the results yet, but let's see what they were. I honestly could see the poll going either way. I have no idea what would be winning. I have a feeling it's gonna be The 7.5 Deaths, just because I feel like that book is getting a lot of hype right now. Oh, wow. The poll isn't even close. Okay, so it is 23% for Not Even Bones, and then 77% for The 7.5 Deaths. Alright, hold on. Let me go grab that book. So, this is what I'm going to be reading. The audiobook is like 17 hours, so I don't think I'll be able to finish this today. I mean, I could if I really tried, but I feel like this is a book I'm going to want to take my time with. Also, I'm still stuck at home, so this vlog might end up being super boring. I don't know how this is gonna go. Maybe later I'll go on Instagram and ask you guys for some Q&A questions, but I don't know. This vlog could be a total bust. I always feel like the reception that I get for my vlogs is overwhelmingly positive, and it just makes me so happy. But I still, like, every time I put up a vlog, there's like this little bit of doubt that I have where I'm like, is this boring? Like, do people care about this? I always doubt myself. I'm coming up to my 5 years on YouTube, which is insane. I'm also like super close to hitting 30,000 subscribers, which is just like, it's kind of mind-blowing. It doesn't make sense to me, but it's super exciting. It would be cool if like I hit 30,000 around my actual 5-year anniversary, which is December 16th. I think we can do it, right? Right now, I love what I'm doing, and I feel like the comments that I get from you guys seem like you like my videos a lot right now, but I still always there's always a moment of doubt, like right when I upload a video, where I'm like, oh my god, everyone's gonna hate this, everyone's gonna unsubscribe, this is garbage, and I don't know how to get out of that. I'm gonna go start reading and stop rambling. So, update on 7.5 Deaths. I am on page 60, which is day 2. I realized I never explained what this book is about. So basically, this is like a murder mystery. The very first page of this book is an invitation. It says, you are cordially invited to Blackheath House for the masquerade. And then it lists all the people in attendance at this party. The first thing that happens is you wake up as this guy who has no memory of who he is or how he got to where he is. He witnesses what he believes to be a murder. So he goes throughout this day like trying to figure out who he is and who this girl who was supposedly murdered is, and he's getting these really creepy messages from people who know what's going on, and he hasn't figured this out yet. But basically his job is to investigate this murder. Every day for the next 8 days he is going to wake up in the mind of one of the witnesses of the murder at this party, and he has 8 days to go through all these witnesses' points of views and finally figure out who the murderer is. It's really interesting so far, and I'm really liking it. I definitely think this is the book that I'm gonna try to pace myself throughout the week, because I don't know, I feel like this is gonna end up being one of my favorites, and I don't want to just rush through it. I want to really take my time, but I'm super enjoying it so far. I'd be shocked if I gave it less than 5 stars. I don't know, do you guys ever just have those gut feelings when you read a book? Like, within the first 30 pages, I can usually tell what I'm gonna rate something, especially if it's gonna be 5 stars. I mean, obviously there's a lot of times that changes and that there's like surprises, but for the most part I get a good idea if I'm gonna love a book right away, and I feel like I'm gonna love this. But shocker, I got a bunch of packages, because would this be a vlog if I didn't get packages? Okay, I'm gonna start with this because I know what it is. It is something that I ordered from Book Depository. Any guesses what it is? If you are like a hardcore watcher of my vlogs, you might be able to guess. You guys ready? I got the UK editions of Vicious and Vengeful. Look at how freaking gorgeous these are. They're so pretty. Oh my god. They look so nice. Oh my god, I'm so glad I bought these. Ooh. Oh my god. These are so pretty. I know exactly what character this is, and I love it. And like the end papers, oh my god, this is beautiful. I've said oh my god a million times, but these are probably the prettiest books I've ever seen in my life. I'm so happy right now. I feel like it's my birthday, even though I bought these myself and I knew they were coming. These other two packages, I have no idea what they are. First one is from Scholastic. This is by Garth Nix and Sean Williams. It's called Let Sleeping Dragons Lie. It looks like a middle grade. All right, the next one is from Macmillan. It's probably Fierce Reads because I've been getting a lot of stuff from them lately. Okay, this is, oh, I've heard of this author too. This is called Death Prefers Blondes. Okay, so it says, a rebel heiress must solve a family mystery with the help of jewel-thieving drag queens. Okay, I think I might be into this. This is the second drag queen book I've gotten recently, and this comes out in January. I did just post onto my Instagram for you guys to send me some questions so I can do a Q&A, because otherwise this vlog will have very minimal content. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for like some questions to come in, and then I'll come back and we can just have a little sit down, chit chat, Q&A, chill time. Okay, so it has been a couple hours. I haven't looked at any of the questions yet. There might be nothing. That would be really embarrassing. Oh. There's a lot of questions. Let's go through these. I'm just gonna start at the bottom and work my way up to the top. So the first question is, how do you stay so focused on reading? I tend to get super distracted. I don't. I get very distracted very easily, and I have a really hard time focusing on something for longer than like an hour. But the one thing that has helped me so much with focusing on reading and like staying on track is my bullet journal. This is like a basic spread for my month, and I have this page, which is my pages read, and I keep track of how many pages I read in a day. And honestly, this is gonna sound so nerdy, but like being able to fill in like the whole bar is so satisfying that literally I will just sit there and read for the sole purpose of being able to fill this out. This has just helped me a lot. I get a lot of satisfaction from being able to fill the bar out, and then also every time I finish a book I add it to this page of all the books that I've read, and it's just super satisfying and it feels really good. I get like a high off of it. I know that just sounds like super nerdy, but it has helped me so much. I used to read like maybe 5 to 7 books a month, and since I started keeping track of my books in here and filling out the graphs, I read like 20 books a month. So this totally helps. I really recommend it. And I like doing it in pages because especially like if you're reading longer books, it can feel like you're not making any progress, but actually seeing, oh, I read 300 pages today is just like, it's really satisfying. We need you to bring back the short-lived Baristing with Riley. Will it ever come back? I don't know. I could be convinced. I can't make any other things, so maybe I'll do like bartending with Riley because I can make alcoholic drinks. But for now, Baristing with Riley is canceled. Next question. What's your favorite movie? I genuinely have no idea. So, like, some of my top favorites are probably Lord of the Rings, Pride and Prejudice. I love Marvel and Star Wars movies, but I don't know if I put any of them on my like a top favorite. As a collective, I love the Marvel movies, but as individuals, I wouldn't say any of them are my favorites, except for Thor Ragnarok. That like changed the game for me. Yeah, I don't know, that's super hard. What did you study at university? I changed my major many times. Originally, I was studying criminal justice with a focus in forensic science. Then I switched to social work. Then I switched to communications, and finally I landed on English, which is actually what I should have done from the beginning. I was just kind of afraid to major in English because like everyone was like, you'll never get a job, but that's not true. And it took me a really long time to just be like, you know what? I don't care. This is what I want to study. Moral of the story, go with your gut and do what you want to do despite what anyone else says. A lot of people ask me what my favorite horror movie is. I think I said this in the last Q&A I did during Contemporary-a-thon that my favorite horror movies are The Witch and Train to Busan. Recently I watched Happy Death Day and I really liked it. It's more of like a comedy horror, so if you're looking for something that's not super scary and has more of a humorous tone to it, I really liked that. It was enjoyable. A couple people asked me what my dream job is. I really want to work in publishing, probably more on the marketing side. I don't think I would really want to be on editorial. What are some of your favorite scary TV shows? I love American Horror Story. Although the seasons are really hit or miss. Coven and Murder House are my two favorites. I haven't watched Apocalypse yet because I really like to binge watch that show, so I'm waiting until all the episodes are out and then I'm just gonna marathon it. What camera do you use to vlog? Normally, you just use my iPhone, but when I have like this setup, it's my Canon 60D. Okay, so it's been a couple hours because my camera died and I've been waiting for it to charge. I don't remember what the last question that I answered was. Oh right, I was talking about what camera I use. Okay, the next question is, what are your favorite character traits in a protagonist and an antagonist? Favorite character traits are honestly the same for protagonists and antagonists. I love characters who have a very strong sense of self-preservation. Like, if a character is willing to do anything to survive, I'm all about that. I also love characters who have a semi-big ego. Not to the point where it's really annoying, but just characters who know that they're amazing and don't downplay it. I like characters who are confident, and I guess that I can flip that into what are my least favorite character traits are pretty much the exact opposite. Would be a character who just really downplays their own qualities and their own like beauty. So if they're like, oh, I'm just like so average and plain and like I'm not interesting, and then they're just like always putting themselves in situations where they're probably gonna die. I feel like I'm describing half of YA protagonists, but why did you start BookTube? I'm considering making a channel, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide if I want to give my real answer or my bullshit answer. You know what? I'm feeling comfortable. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever said the actual reason why I started BookTube. I've always just given some generic like, oh, I love books and that's why I started. But the truth, so I started, like I said, I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary, and so I started almost 5 years ago when I was 18 and a senior in high school. In high school, my junior and senior years, I had to be pulled out of school and be homeschooled because I got really sick. And it was really bad. I was pretty much for like 2 years, I never left the house. I couldn't really get out of bed. The only people that I ever saw or spoke to was my mom, my tutors, and my doctors. I pretty much lost all my friends because no one wanted to be friends with the sick girl, which at the time was really depressing, but now I'm just like, I don't really care. I get it. And yeah, I was in a really dark place. I got really depressed. I started reading again. And I found BookTube. I started watching BookTube videos, and it was the only time in my day when I felt genuinely happy. So I immediately decided to make videos. Within like a couple weeks of starting my channel, I got 1,000 subscribers. And it was just like this amazing feeling of finally having people to talk to and making friends online and having this community and this outlet. And then like amazingly, within 5 months of starting my channel, I was in recovery enough to be able to go to New York and go to my first BookCon, and I met the people who are now my best friends in the whole world. I don't want to say BookTube saved me, but like low-key it did. I've never talked about that online. So it's kind of weird talking about it now, but I'm totally healthy now. We got a little deep there. Sorry if you guys weren't expecting that. I don't want to end this vlog off on that kind of depressing note, so let me find one more question that's like lively. What is the perfect Halloween night movie? Okay, there are 2 movies that I watch every year on Halloween. The first one is Halloween Town. I marathon the first 3, not the 4th. The 4th does not exist. We don't talk about her. And then also I watch the original Halloween. I mean, the name is in the titles of those. You can't have a Halloween without watching Halloween and Halloween Town. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna end today's vlog. I hope this was interesting. I know I didn't read a lot today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.